Good evening, Neonate. Hey, it's Chris Bond here, the storyteller for Season 2 of Baby Beard Media's Roll to Cast. This episode is a recorded demo of our Vampire the Masquerade game. In this episode, the players are learning the game and the setting, and as a result, it has a way more casual tone than the Chronicle itself. The story in these demos has already been summarized in episode 0, but you can take this opportunity to hear it firsthand and listen to 3 players get to grips with a setting and a game system that they haven't played before. If you'd like to jump straight into the action and into the Chronicle, then go to episode 1. Whether you're listening to episode 1 or whether you're listening to us in a more casual setting, we really hope you enjoy Adelaide by Night. Baby Beard Media presents a roll-to-cast RPG podcast in the world of Vampire the Masquerade, starring Ellen Graham as Isabelle Dumont, Sean Flurl as Kevin Morse, and Phil Harker-Smith as Professor Vincent Masters. Story, storytelling, and additional rules by Christopher Bond. Design by Jack Sumner. Music by Paul Goodman. This is Adelaide by Night.
Jack puts the car in reverse, turns it around, and starts chasing after Kevin. Or the car that has entered into Adelaide, speeding through, and was almost T-boned, and then intersection.
Did we miss our appointment?
Did you say that to Jack? Mate, shut up. Ellen, you are sitting next to him, still shotguns, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Touche.
You look at him, and you see that his eyes have gone blood red.
Right.
And they have cat-like slits in them.
Not in character. Do I know what that means? Is he, like, approaching bloodlust?
No, it's nothing to do with bloodlust. You suspect that has something to do with the fact that he is a gangrel.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And potentially a power of their clan. Mm-hmm. But what it's called and what it does, you're not so across. Do you want to mention it to him?
I don't think that's polite.
No, I don't think so either.
Hey, what's with your eyes?
Hey, Jack, you look kind of fucked up.
He'll spend. And then, could I grab 9 dice, thank you. And he's going to pursue Sean in the car.
Bring it.
Give me a drive dex roll. You need a 7 success. You're driving in the city now, so it's a little bit more difficult. 3, go. Okay. Well, he got 6.
Okay. Well, he knows Adelaide better than I do.
He knows Adelaide better than you. B, this Tirana seems to have a little more grunt
Nice.
than it should.
Yeah, it's an old muscle car, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
and
ask Phil,
3,
also we're in the car.
You have been driving all night.
For like 7 hours at this
For
point.
like 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours. You are used to country driving. You are used to just putting on the accelerator and just going.
Yeah.
This requires you indicating, like turning, going past cars, right? You need to avoid cars that are sitting on the side of the road, that sort of thing. And in very short order, a green Tirana is tailing you.
So in the span of like 10 seconds, I've come into Adelaide, a car has tried to T-bone me, and then another car is tailing me.
A car is now tailing you.
Yep, great.
What would you like to do?
At this point, he's still just going to fire on ahead as much as his plan is to get into the CBD still. At this point, nothing is in danger of completely stopping him from doing it. There's a car potentially tailing him, but he's going to try and shake it off.
You're going to try and shake it off?
Yeah.
Great. Give me a roll. Give me a drive roll with a difficulty of 8. Drive dex. 8 difficulty. 2. All right. Pretty sure I'll beat that, but yeah. You try and shake him. You try and go down a couple of side streets to try and shake him off. You're in Adelaide now.
Yeah.
You have arrived at your objective.
I'm in CBD, yeah.
But, well, you're on the outskirts. You're in like Burnside and that sort of area.
Yeah.
But now you don't know what to do. You've arrived at your destination. You were supposed to get to Adelaide. You're in Adelaide.
Is the car, like, is it aggressively coming up behind me, or is it just staying at a certain distance?
It's staying. It's flashing its lights.
Right, well, so at this
flashing
point...
high beams. But
right.
you've arrived in Adelaide. You're at your objective. You've just now been attempted to be T-boned, and now there's a car pursuing you.
Kevin obviously takes a bit of time trying to go through side streets, trying to lose him, try and go around cars, and... At some points he might even take his lights off, but it's to no avail. So without thinking, he's going to stop.
Just pull to the side?
More,
or is it like a hard stop?
It's a hard stop.
Great. Fantastic. That happens, and the green Tirana does not stop.
Yeah, okay.
And collides with the back of you.
Yeah.
I'm going to deal some damage to you And you?
Fucking hell.
You're okay.
Sweet.
You're in the back. It's not too bad.
Did you guys buckle
You're
up?
welcome.
Yeah, did you buckle up?
Yeah.
Or are you badass vampires who think they're
did
too cool
not
for seatbelts?
buckle
You
up.
didn't buckle up?
I did not.
I am a nun.
Yeah, well, so you buckle up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, I was literally gonna mention that I didn't bother.
Yeah, great. I love it.
Yeah.
About 3 points of bashing damage. And Ellen, I'll give you the same because you're in the front, but you have buckled up.
Me not being buckled up damages her.
Because
I hit the back of her.
Cool. All right.
You're a cunt.
That's what happens.
Those 3
True.
points of damage, those 3 points of bashing damage come from his flailing
Right,
body.
so
Me
it's the back.
slamming into your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would like push my seat
Yeah,
forward.
you are only doing about 50 kilometers, 40 kilometers per hour.
But
it's,
50 into a car is
it's still a lot.
Is that three down this track? Is that how that
Yeah.
works? So I'm injured
You are injured down the side.
down the health track. Boom,
Yep.
boom,
So
boom.
1, 2, and 3. So each of those boxes gets. That's right. That's a point of bashing. A lethal is then a cross, and lethal replaces bashing damage. Mm-hmm. So it comes in front of it, and then aggravated is a star, a hash. Sean, you take a point of lethal. That's a cross. So that's the first. The top one is lethal, and then the other two are bashing. Okay. You find yourselves in a new scene, kind of effectively, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a car accident. There's a
Yep.
green Tirana into the back of what I'm assuming is like probably a white Commodore. So you now have a paint job. Congratulations. It's flecks of green
Great.
from the Tirana behind you.
And, my airbag's gone off.
That's right. That's right. We'll go straight into an initiative because this is a bit of a. I suspect you're not going to be happy about being driven into the back of. You're probably
look,
fired up.
a bit of Brewjar's going to be, a bit of hungry Brewjar's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Peckish.
Can you roll a frenzy check for me?
How does one do that?
And how does one roll initiative?
Yeah.
So initiative is the lower of your dex or wits, and then you roll a single d10.
I am slow as shit. And is it sixes?
No, this is initiative.
Sorry, initiative. Roll a single d10
And plus-
add the number that you roll to the lower of your dex modifier.
Yeah.
So of your dex or your wits.
It's completely different from how it normally
Yes.
is.
Sean, that was your. You're doing a frenzy check, aren't you?
You haven't told me how to do that yet.
I haven't. Frenzy check. The rules actually say fucking do whatever you want.
Oh, what? What does that?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do whatever you like, frenzy. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
What?
So like whatever's suitable. I'm going to ask for you're being harassed. It's potentially a life-threatening situation. You are hungry. There's physical provocation. Your self-control against a 6 difficulty. So get 3 dice and roll. It's a 6 difficulty, so you got to roll over 6.
3 successes.
3 successes. Great. Okay. You do not move. You still haven't stopped frenzying yet, or you still haven't pulled back the frenzy because you'll need a total of 5 successes to do that.
Right. I'm with
Right?
you.
It's an extended
Yeah,
action.
and I've done my initiative as well. If it's
What was your initiative?
11.
Great. 11. Ellen, what was your initiative?
12.
12 and 5. Okay. Jack will go first.
What did Jack roll? Fuck.
He's older than you all. He goes
The
first.
eldest goes first.
Yeah, he does. Sean, while that's happening, do me another self-control check.
3 successes plus
3
a 10.
successes again? Wow.
Plus a 10.
Okay. You had a 10 on the other one as well.
Yes, I did.
What happens is the cars smash into each other. For Vincent and Isabelle, this is quite a shock, and it takes you a second or two to kind of realize what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
For Jack, he's driving, and he intended to do it. Kicks open the door. It comes off at its hinges.
Jesus.
Steps out, goes over to the car, and sees a Kevin.
A wild Kevin.
Sees Kevin holding the steering wheel,
Yeah.
gripping it,
Oh, God.
knuckles white.
Yeah. And this is him holding back the beast.
Absolutely.
I mean, but there's no blood in it.
2. He's got 2.
He's got 2 points
he's
of
got
blood.
2 blood.
Yeah.
It's just 'cause, like,
I mean,
when
we
you-
don't know that, but
You're clenching your teeth so hard, your fangs descend, and you can feel every part of your body screaming at you to let go and kill. Fucking kill. This
is the last vestiges of his training.
Yeah.
Of do not attack other people.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
his putting like whatever sense of right and training that he has and experience is put in basically into his hands.
Yes.
Almost imagining like a dent in the steering wheel, just like that. The power of a vampire is just slowly crunching down. He's putting all that force.
Oh,
into
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just dead ahead.
You
just
break
staring.
the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You see a man, squat, rounds, bearded, auburn, kind of sunny brown hair, standing at your door. He knocks on the window and does the wind down your window action to you.
There'll be a couple of seconds of just
There are a couple more seconds as you still resist the frenzy.
And then he's just going to slowly take one hand off. He's still looking forward. He's not looking to the right, and he just winds down the window.
Is it electric?
Did you say it was like a...
It's a cop car. It's got to be electric.
Yeah.
Probably electric.
He holds his hand out, and in lieu of winding down the window, he uses his finger
Presses the button
and
slowly.
presses the button.
The
And
window
it winds
descends
all the way down. It's just his breathing.
He just
Well, there's no breath.
doesn't breathe.
There's
just
nothing,
his-
just stillness,
he
and
wished
like
he was
maybe
breathing.
the honk of the Tirana's horn and the spilling of the radiator fluid onto the street. How you doing?
Can we get out? at this
You
point?
you both can act
Yeah.
if you'd like. What would you like to do? You see this unfolding. You see Jack looking at the window.
I would definitely like to get out of the car.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, me too.
Especially because I'm strapped in.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
want to get out and,
You're,
be able to move.
Vincent is in your lap. He's been thrown like kind of over the seat and has
God.
landed like.
I open the door and basically sort of like
crawl off my lap.
roll out.
Yep.
Sort of struggle to my feet. Mm-hmm. I glance at what's happening there, and I also look up and down the street.
There are people watching. There are cars. Yeah. There are cars slowing to a stop.
How
It's
many
night.
people?
About 5 cars. 5 cars. There's maybe one is going to drive off. People are pretty selfish, but you probably got four people, kind of friendly people.
I'm going to approach the nearest one
Okay,
and tell him to get out of here.
that's a dominate.
Yeah.
Yep, cool.
Get out of
You
here.
you approach
Yep.
it. You approach the nearest car as it slows, and a window goes like a window winds down the same way. Bzzz. Whoa! What happened? Are you guys okay?
We don't need help. Get out of here.
Almost in robotic kind of action, the window goes back up, and the head snaps back forward, and they drive away at the appropriate at like 40 kilometers per hour, like to the dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone else?
There are 3 other cars, but before you're going to climb out as well.
Unbuckle and then get to my feet, survey the kind of area.
Yeah, 2 are on the other side of the street, and there's one more approaching. You've just seen the other one that Vincent has told to kind of fuck off. They get out of the car, actually a little bit further. They were ahead of you, and they get out and begin walking their way back to you.
Go up to the... is this all being handled? And please return to what you were doing.
Are you going to use any powers at all to inform that?
Can I use presents?
You can. You
Yeah.
can do one of 2 things with presence. You have 2 dots in it, don't you?
Yeah.
So you can do one of 2 things with presence. You can use or. Or is not super useful in this moment. Or means that everyone looks
Wants
at you.
to be with me.
Yeah. The other power that you have, and that might
It's
be,
the glare.
is dread gaze.
Don't fuck with us.
Do not fuck with us.
It's only one person, so I'll let you make a... Do you want to use dread gaze?
Yeah.
And scare them away?
That's what I wanted. I want to get them, like, as quickly to leave.
We got
as
we got the
possible.
masquerade to
Absolutely.
to
You do.
uphold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a charisma plus intimidation.
I love I didn't have to roll for mine.
Oh, yeah, it was a human.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, these are human. These are just humans that have stopped by.
Yeah, but why is she rolling then?
Because Dominate automatically works on humans.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
You do. You have a difficulty of 5. 2 successes. Great. What do you say?
Leave.
Leave? That's it?
Yes.
Your mouth descends slightly longer than it should. Your jawbone seems to ascend, and your where your cheeks are seem more hollow. You suspect that shadows in your area darken ever so slightly, and your voice carries with it danger
Yes.
and violence
that they can
inherent in it.
almost feel like themselves vibrate.
They know that to stay is to invite death, and they leave.
Great.
They stop, turn around, and this person stops, turns around, and scrambles away, running, heart pounding, clearly.
John has just said,
Yes.
"How are you?" Kevin responds with, "I feel like you're going a little bit fast there, mate."
Love it.
Wow, 2 bloody larrikins.
That's a pretty good one, mate.
I hate that this is happening.
Kevin will take a turn, still knuckles on there.
Yeah.
Look straight up at John and say, "Supposing you're one of them vampires then as well?
Supposing you're one of them new ones, eh?
It's been a long night.
Oh, I've heard.
Have you?
Yeah, you're a Tanner's kid, ain't you?
You know that name?
Yeah.
Where
I
is
think-
he?
Well, welcome party. Not seeing you, mate.
Jack, we're attracting a bit of attention here.
Oh, yeah. Keep your pants on, Vinny boy, or whatever.
Kevin will put his hand on the door
Yep.
And he'll open it up. So I'm assuming John steps back, or
Yeah, John will step back and actually kind of holds it as it comes out. There you go, Your Majesty. Come on out.
Kevin steps up. He cracks his back, and he'll look up, see the other two staring that are, I guess, at this vantage point, still kind of telling people to go away.
Yeah.
And then he'll turn back to John and say, "You mentioned the name Taylor."
Yeah. We'll get to that in good time. You are a liability to yourself and everyone else, however. You know, you said that word earlier, the vampire word. You know that's the thing that you are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know much
I'm getting
about
to know that.
You know much about it?
I know that Taylor kind of stops and ends there at this point.
Yeah, so I thought. So welcome to being a big bad vampire, mate. You got a lot to learn. And that's why we're here, to teach you. We had to do a bit of a welcoming party and we had to crash a car. Sorry about that.
So what chapter of that book involves writing off my car over here?
The one which also has "Don't kill this little fuck" because is important. That's you, mate. You fucking important.
You pull my leg?
No, mate. You're fucking important.
I think, Kevin's like, he's going to try and read this guy's face. He deals with people all the time. He deals with kind of motive.
Give me a
We'll just continue. Like,
telling people to...
Perception, empathy.
Yep.
doing our vampire thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, our kindred thing.
We're the beat cops.
Yeah. Nothing to see here.
Difficulty 5. 1. Yeah.
Is it meet it, beat it?
He seems pretty on the level. He's telling you that he doesn't want to hurt you. There's no violence inherent in anything he's doing. There's no, and you know that. It's not like, I'm not
Kevin,
sure.
His knowledge of the way, especially car crashes work and the way like those violent scenes on the road, he knows that John has done it in a way to not kill him. Like, it's clearly done. He was going the speed limit. He simply...
Yeah. He just kept going.
Yeah.
And, my fucking... airbag didn't even go off. Like,
Yeah.
It gets your attention, right?
Yeah.
That's the purpose of it.
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah, that's right. A violent oi.
In car form.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I think Kevin's just got to kind of, give a bit of a
Yeah,
curt
look-
nod and just go, look, it ain't the worst. It ain't the strangest things that's happened in the last 24 hours.
No, it's not, mate. I imagine that. So listen, I got these two little licks with me. Fucking slaps his own hand. Shouldn't call them that. Fucking, you're a lick anyway.
Shouldn't have said that.
Shouldn't have said that.
Vinny, Izzy, do you want to fucking come over here?
Come over.
Come
Have
over.
a look.
Slightly like.
This fella, what did you say your name was again? Fucking Kevin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin.
you're Tanner's kid. Listen, this lad needs to understand what being a vampire is, being a kindred is. And the prince has appointed you to instruct him in that.
With you so far.
What a
So,
strange welcome party.
2 seconds. Pulls out a phone. Anyone who's looking recognizes that he's calling a cab. And goes, can we get 2 for... looks at the road here, and starts walking off down the road to have a bit of... And begins to be like, so how you doing, love? You all right? How's your night been? You got many... Is it busy night tonight? And just kind of walks away slightly away from you.
Kevin, was it?
Yeah, that's my name.
I reached over and touched his jacket. Is this your blood?
You want to have your hands off my jacket, mate?
What?
I touched
his blood.
Do you let him touch you?
If he's reached out for me, it's an instinctive...
You put your hand up.
It would be a cop move to disarm his hand.
Okay, so you put your hand up and he's clearly saying he doesn't want that.
Yeah. Was there any on his sleeve or anything like that I could touch?
No, not right now.
Are you okay?
Bad worse.
I tried.
I will let you know I'm feeling a bit angry.
Of course.
No, I mean, no, I don't think I understand, love. I feel like really angry, like one of them Hulk kind of angries, like
You
wouldn't like me when I'm angry, kind of angry,
You
At anything in particular?
What's that?
Are you angry at anything in particular?
No, it's how do you describe it? It's kind of like a bubbling feeling, like I need a.
When did you
Call
last?
yourself.
When did you last eat?
What, like a burger or?
No. What
No.
Kindred eat?
He kind of he lets out a chuckle. Like, let me guess. Yeah, blood the only thing I'm allowed to have, right? Pulling my leg on that one too.
No.
No leg pulling.
All right. So we're all about cliches here. Great. Well, what's the go? Do I get a goblet? Do we go to a bar? Do we what's the deal here?
As you're discussing that, a taxi pulls up. It's just one.
I see.
The driver in seems like a black suit with black sunglasses, Oakleys, looks at you. So he pulls up, you're on the left hand, so he looks across the passenger side and asks, where to?
Wait just 1 second.
Jesus Christ.
he flicks his head up as an acknowledgement of
Okay,
that.
good.
Jack,
Yeah, mate.
you coming with us? Or...
Nah, mate. I got to fix up that car accident all the way back up there, the intersection.
So you've given us Kevin to take care of.
Yeah, he's yours now. Prince wanted that's what you two to do.
Thanks for the lift, I guess.
Yeah, you're his ward now. Your wards. He's your wards. Whatever the fuck it is. You look after him.
Yeah, mate, what about my car?
I don't care.
I don't think that's our pressing
Get your
issue.
shit out of it, and I'll flick you a couple of $1,000. How much you want for it?
I think he knows it's worth about 3-4 grand.
He comes over and gives you a debit card.
Come on, get your stuff.
He'll take it, he'll pocket it, and
It's one of those debit cards that you would be able to tap and withdraw money from.
Yep.
I'm going to message one of my herd,
Sure.
Andrew. He's an ex-student of mine.
Yep, great. Good old Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask him to meet me at my domain. Yeah.
Where is your domain?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
So the...
Tremere are typically very particular about their domains.
Yes.
They're very secretive about them. Inviting them in, these two in, would be a bad move. Sometimes Tremere have shared domains, and after just being released, presumably you would be fishing around for even haven mates or bunking up with your sire. But
do you live nearby?
you haven't done that.
I'm Goodwood, right?
As a Toreador,
area.
you are east of the city.
That's nearby. That's
Yeah, it's
Like
pretty
Norwood
close.
and-
Norwood and that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
area.
Right, yeah, Norwood. Yeah,
your
we're
haven's
closest
quite close.
to that, right? We're in around Unley.
Can we use your haven?
Yes, my hospitality knows no bounds. Let's get
Fantastic.
So I think so Kevin goes over and, what's with one hand, with his newfound strength, he rips open what's left of the boot.
Yep.
And then he pulls out a big duffel bag.
Yep, great.
Goes to the front seat and opens up the passenger side and grabs the notebook.
Great.
It's on the side, pockets the notebook in his trench coat, looks both of them and says, "Where to, mates?"
this. Follow me. I would have Vincent in the side. You have an Erd?
I have a what?
What?
Erd.
Yes.
Someone to feed.
Yes. I think that's the most pressing thing for
Yes.
this young man.
Jack,
I will not-
Jack kind of wanders off and seems to kind of huffs back to you, kind of like a half jog.
Yeah.
And says,
We're
yeah.
We're just sort of getting in the car at this point.
He's a bruiser, just as a heads up, just in case that came up.
Bruja?
Shut up.
We'll get to that.
What did you say, mate?
Oh shit!
It's a kind.
Don't just get him in the car.
Get in. There'll be time to
We
talk.
can explain later.
We'll get you fed.
He kind of he eyes off, he was fine until the complete disrespect.
Yeah,
that he,
yeah.
Just then he kind of eyes him off one last time and...
Give me a frenzy check.
Yeah.
Fucking Jack! Jack is so annoying.
Remind me what the
hate
frenzy
that.
is again?
It's a self-control check.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just do self-control. It's pretty easy. Give it, but you are a bruiser, so usually would be a 3. That's a 5.
All right.
It's a critical failure.
Oh, God.
So at this point, the way I imagine it, just so you know, is that when you say shut up is a point that Kevin has just dropped the duffel bag into the back, the boot of the black car. Has dropped the duffel bag, and that's when he says shut up, and it's, what did you say?
Great. So we go into initiative. We'll cinematic this generally, though. Both of you run, I'm presuming. You two? Ellen.
We used to watch CM Frenzy. That's the most logical thing we would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you dominate someone who's...
No.
No, okay.
No.
It's just in a frenzy. And is there anyone around close by?
No, there are no kind.
You
Okay.
push them away. didn't
We've
you?
got
Yeah.
rid of them.
We've
You've-
got... yeah.
Anyone
Yep.
came out of the house, go back inside.
Also, what time is it, by the way? Just
About 4 a.m.
Yep, cool.
I like my herd will just come to me.
Yeah, they love you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
let's
You're a professor.
run.
Yeah.
Or an ex-professor. You both kind of leg it. Mm-hmm. You see him arc up.
Oh, jeez.
Now, can I just get a quick reminder on what a frenzy is?
So a frenzy is where the vampire, the beast inside you, takes over, and all logical thoughts, or kind thoughts, or humane thoughts drop out. The beast has kind of 3 main modes of operation: self-preservation, feeding itself, so self-preservation, and killing everything.
Sure.
Ever.
Yeah.
So what happens is, how many points of celerity do you have?
Just put 1 in all 3 of them.
Okay, fun. So what happens is you instantly lose control of your character for this turn.
Okay. See you guys.
Jesus Christ.
What happens is you arc up and immediately spend a point of blood in celerity,
Oh shit.
Yep.
and then you immediately spend a point in
Oh
potence.
shit.
Yep.
So you burn yourself out of blood,
Yep.
and
Great.
you attack Jack.
Attack Jack. Mm-hmm. Jack attack.
So add your strength to your roll.
This is so stupid.
Samurai Jack.
Give yourself a +2, so add +2, and it's versus 6.
I'm one.
3 successes.
Yep.
Okay, you add an extra success because you had a point of potence.
Okay, 4 success.
4 successes
Four
total.
successes.
Now watch Jack roll. Totally destroy your ass.
So Jack,
I'm very worried.
you're using punches, aren't you?
Pardon?
'Cause, yeah, you'd be using punches.
Yeah, everything that he has is in the duffel bag.
2 more. Thank you.
Just fails all of them. Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
Jack
Say goodbye.
shrugs off everything.
Yeah,
You make another attack with the same numbers, but you don't add the second success, the extra success.
just the 4
Just the
then.
brawl plus the strength. Yeah, 6.
3 with a 10 as well.
He shrugs it off again.
Yeah, cool.
So 2 successes.
Yes.
Probably. He shrugs off your attacks again.
Cool.
For the
Is-
sake of narrative, you two flee
Yeah.
to safe distance. You get out your phone and start recording it. And what do you do?
I want to try and from where I am, try and yell to Jack to not hurt him, restrain him, not hurt him.
Okay.
Jack, I don't know hurt him.
Arrêtez, Jack. Arrêtez. That's stop in French.
Jack seems to hear you. He's just bigger and stronger than you, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to bother rolling.
Is Kevin's blows hitting and it's doing nothing, or is he
Yes.
just stepping out of the way?
No,
And
he's hitting.
yeah,
Jack feels none
yeah,
of it.
great, awesome.
Jack picks you up,
It's now the
flailing
hand
and
on the forehead.
angry and screaming
Yep.
with bared teeth. If you had if you had claws, you would be growling with using them.
Oh yeah, it's just feral carnage.
Yeah, pants rip the seams because they're obviously wildly moving. You had the boot open.
yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
picks you up, puts you into the boot, and with one hand holding you down, slams the boot.
Great.
And so you're left in the boot, screaming and kicking and kicking and screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming. Roll, the boot kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
bonk, bonk. Roll a few more self-control frenzy checks for me. Still difficulty 5. Actually, make it for difficulty 4. 2 successes. Roll again.
1 success, which was a 10.
Roll more again.
Those dice with the blacks.
Yeah, that's not right. You're fine. So it takes you about 10 or 12 seconds. You hear, fucking
Sounds like we're at a football game.
and then quiet.
When it goes quiet, stop
Okay.
and put my phone away.
Jack makes his way to the driver's seat of the taxi.
Mm-hmm.
There's a strange kind of discussion. Jack doesn't... You've never heard him whisper yet, and he seems to speak with reverence to the taxi driver.
Oh,
Weird.
whoops.
So weird.
And you hear a... Oh, look, I'm sorry. It was the first thing that came to my... Yep, you're right. Good evening. And steps away.
Can I approach the taxi?
Yeah, absolutely. Jack kind of waves you over and is like, right,
Yeah.
you've got him. He's in the boot.
Kind of mirroring what he did, I'm going to say, we're really sorry for making you wait.
The taxi driver just looks at you. With black Oakley sunglasses, just looking.
Now he really needs to eat.
We need to go.
Yeah.
You are in a dark place with your luggage.
Like literally or metaphorically? Or both.
Bit of both.
It's been a rough night for you.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I'm now pantless as well.
Well, they're a bit
They're
ripped in the
ripped.
Yeah.
seams down the leg. The taxi begins driving.
Oh, you put him in the taxi boot?
Yeah, I'm in the boot.
He's in the boot. He's
Oh,
in
I
the
thought you meant
taxi.
in the boot of his car.
No,
in the
no,
taxi
no,
boot.
no.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
so I
Sweet.
just put the duffel bag in. I'm with my
okay,
stuff.
that's sweet. Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. So we're gonna go to her haven, wherever that
Yeah.
is.
You travel to... what's your haven like?
It's in Norwood. It's kind of like a tucked away behind some kind of very trendy boutiques.
Yeah, cool.
So it's kind of like
Red brick walls, or kind of like okay.
Yeah, a bit bougie,
Yeah.
a bit hipstery, for lack of a better word. The smell of kind of restaurants and whatever kind of permeates the air. It's very close to a lot of Italian restaurants. Garlic.
Do we like the smells of food anymore?
Not really.
Or just not feel anything about
You might
them?
feel a bit melancholic towards them
Yeah.
if you're a big eater,
Yeah.
or you had a maybe
You
if
smell
had
like
a
your favourite
addiction.
food in life?
Yeah, that
you're
would
like,
be a bit heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What is your favourite food in life?
Tuna mornay. No. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a little tucked away place. You have to like go through kind of like a stairwell and whatever. But once you get in, it's kind of very stark, very very dark. Lots of religious iconography, lots and lots of books, old books, leather bound, and kind of like it's almost like minimalist.
Okay, sure.
In its starkness.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, apart from all the books
that
religious iconography.
That just ups you in my estimation about 3 points. The fact that you have a good library, I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
Anyway, but before we get into that,
That's right. The taxi parks out the front of the kind of like shop facade.
Yeah.
what do we owe you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's just met with dead silence.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not even the
I
sound
just-
of breathing.
I just wanted to check,
Thank
like
you.
in case it was expecting anything. But thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Let's get
Jesus,
our luggage.
good night.
No, not good
I wanna-
night. It's good night.
I want to know who the hell that is.
Bonne nuit. We get yes.
Do you want to make an intelligence check? Just raw intelligence. Yeah. Difficulty 8. Okay. No, you think maybe there's no.
I can't.
No, you can't. There's no way you would think of it.
So he pops the boot for us.
Pops the boot.
Am I unconscious or
No,
am
you
I...
are conscious.
Yeah.
You're just subdued.
You are no.
No.
He's
like-
Well,
bare.
subdued because he's in the boot of
That's
a car.
right. He is bare. Common sense is you've just gone and like what felt like a murder spree.
Yeah.
Something is wrong. Vampires are real. You know this. These people seem to want to help, but are doing a really bad job of it.
Yeah. So am I more in charge of my faculties now? It's
You are
not just-
completely
it's
in
not-
control.
It's not just a straight rage
Not really
against
our
whoever
fault.
I see.
No.
anymore.
You are completely in control. You are out of the frenzy. But if something is were to tick you off again, you might enter straight back into it. You are on the cusp.
I think as soon as that thing goes up, who's the first person I see?
Who
two of us.
opens the boot?
Yeah.
Did both of you open it simultaneously?
Yeah. Yeah, we both
What
see
So
that.
you cinematically it opens and
And you
like
would
from
see two
his
faces.
perspective, you
Yes.
see the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
leering
think
over.
you.
he would say two things, and the first one is I'm assuming Jack's gone.
He's gone. Yes.
Whatever you're gonna do, you better do it quick.
You are safe with us. You are in our care.
I check my message to see how far Andy is.
How far is he?
You get one back. I'm running really late. 3 minutes.
Sure, great. Let's get him
They're
inside.
your students. They work to your clock,
Yes,
Yep.
so that's late. to
that's
them.
late. Yeah, at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
They're pretty devoted to you.
Yeah.
Auspex.
Auspex, yeah.
So that's about auras.
Yeah.
What can I do with that?
So with the first one, you get heightened senses. So you can amplify any of your 5 senses.
Right.
The second is you are able to look at a person for a little while and read their aura and determine qualities about them.
Can I try and do that with our new mate,
With him,
Kevin? Yeah.
Kevin?
Hey.
Yeah, absolutely, you may.
Great.
Great.
What do I roll?
You are also able to pierce obfuscate. So vampires hidden in space
Right.
with Auspex.
Okay.
You need to roll a perception empathy, difficulty 8.
And while she's,
Actually, all my dice.
You're very good at reading auras.
you guys need clearer dice.
Yeah,
Less clear dice.
I'm using Chris's
Yeah.
at the moment.
these they look crappy, but boy are they readable.
Yeah,
Okay, great. 2 successes is very good.
these are old vampire dice.
They are crits, though.
Oh, that's good.
Both.
The quality of Kevin's aura is purple, which you've known to be aggressive, and it's flecked with red, which is anger.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
I could have told you that.
Yeah.
And also, I'm sure you've experimented with aura perception before. The colours are muted because he is a vampire, and their colours are paler.
I am offering my hand to help him out.
Chris, what was that? Oh,
It was really far away.
well, I'm not on the podcast anymore.
Sorry, I was trying to do it.
I say,
I was trying to do it
huh?
discreetly.
I was trying to help, but I
What did you say?
So I offer my hand to help him out of the boot.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Do you take it?
Yeah, he does. He clasps
He's
on.
not too proud to accept help.
No, he's a cop. He understands.
Cool.
Can you take him inside?
Of course.
And I'll wait on the street for Andrew.
Please, come with me.
Do you follow the lovely French lady?
Yeah, I know. He'll just over his shoulder say, "Don't let him drive off with my bag."
Oh, do you want me to bring it in for you?
That'd be super. Does he have this? I mean,
you could grab it out.
Yeah,
I
good.
can take it.
He'll grab it and he'll come along with.
Come with me. So we head up.
You head up the staircase, like the kind of small stairwell sort of thing, into a beautiful, is it like a minimalist French chic? So like cast iron, black cast iron kind of tables.
A lot of blacks and dark steel greys.
Beautiful.
Place. Yep.
You find yourself in a lovely building. Is it Andrew who is the food? The driver sticks his head out.
The
taxi driver sticks his head out. Shut the boot. The head goes back in and it drives away slowly. Mm-hmm. Andrew arrives. Good evening, Professor. Are you well?
Evening. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
Look, I know I haven't been doing so.
It's okay. It's nothing to do with your studies. There's just some people I think it would be really exciting for you to meet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're just inside.
Okay.
And I just think they could be...
Am I dressed okay? I'm sorry. I should have...
You look great. Don't worry about it.
Do you think so?
Just be yourself. It's all good. It's all good. I just think, these people are going to be really great for you to meet. And, they're really going to help you out, okay?
I appreciate this, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
We're just going up here, okay? It's a friend of mine.
Okay.
My house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
right.
So they head up.
They begin head up. You've been in there for a little while.
Yeah.
Do you have a chat or do you leave him to quiet?
I'm basically... So I get him to sit down on an ottoman. Sorry, we don't have too many furnishings. And then want to kind of calm him down and just kind of go, we are here to take care of you. This is not a threat. You are in our care, and we will protect you.
No, love, it's not. I've no quarrels with you, nor that other Tweedy fella downstairs. That's absolutely fine. It's just something about that what's his name? That Jack fella.
Jack is a bastard.
Yeah, he you could say rubbed me the wrong way.
Yes.
He you know anything about a tailor?
I am afraid not.
Other than clothes, which you might be referring to, like getting a new pair of clothes.
His clothes are wrecked. I mean,
his clothes are wrecked.
That's true. Do you need new attire?
No, not. I mean, at some point.
I am sorry. My English is sometimes makes like the
so.
The comme ci comme ça.
Yeah.
Comme ci comme ça. Please, just relax as much as you can, and we will feed you soon.
Yeah, I think he doesn't press the issue anymore. It's pretty clear. Like, he's still got Taylor on the mind. He also, he'll keep that for now. Obviously this woman's not going to give him anything that he needs to know, and that's all he really wants to know.
After that conversation, a meek young man of about 22, blonde hair, a bit long, skinny with a bit of a hunch to his, but he's tall, 6'1".
Okay.
Sticks his head through. Hello? Sorry, Professor, I've gone in ahead of you. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Just let yourself in. It's fine.
Hello?
And so I just want to offer my hand to him.
Hello? He ungraciously shakes it. Hello, ma'am, miss? Sorry, the professor hasn't... I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I'm sorry.
What is your name?
Hello, Andrew.
Andrew. Please, come in.
This is who I wanted you to meet.
Right,
have a chat. Have a chat.
Don't look so afraid.
Kevin.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We are all friends here.
He's for you.
Hello.
I'm sorry I don't get your meaning.
What do you want right now more than anything in the world?
I want to kind of distract Andrew.
You're going to fire up or?
Yeah.
She barely needs to. He's like,
I think, and say that pointedly to him, and Kevin just looks at you and says, Taylor.
Give me a charisma presence
I'm not sure
roll.
who that is.
A performance roll. Charisma
apart from Taylor.
Yeah.
You say charisma performance?
I could go with
charisma performance.
Go with a bit of a bite, you know what I mean?
That's what he's here for.
Difficulty is 7.
So I'll let this unfold first.
That's really good. Because otherwise these two would have been entranced as well.
Oh, good.
Whoops.
Andrew, you how do you do it? How do you fire up your power? is it a way of holding yourself,
It's
or
a
is it a
kind of-
gesture, or
It's
a touch?
a hand on the shoulder. A very comforting kind of like, it's like a dark comfort. It's not like a warm like hug from your mum. It's kind of like there is nothing else that you need
There's
to
a
be
deep
thinking
steeping of like being sucked into a black
of. Like the
comfort.
embrace of nothing.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Like the comfort that can be had in that.
And almost like that, your kind of dark embrace kind of swallows up his words as he goes, wow, you're very beautiful. And just kind of looks at you slack-jawed.
Great.
There's a lyric in one of Hosier's songs that
Oh,
reminds
I
me
love
of
him.
where he says, she loves like sleep to the freezing.
A bit like that,
Yeah,
yes.
it's just like the acceptance.
It's a exactly.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
slow acceptance of your like magnificence and beauty.
Also, Hosier is like the Fae. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
He
yeah.
comes out
So
like-
Sean,
I
Kevin,
think
you're having
we were
discussion. Yes,
we were having discussion. He says, "Look, listen. Look, Vince was it?
Vincent.
Vincent, right? Look, I know, contrary to what transpired on that street before, you might get the feeling that I'm a bit of a violent fella, but
Kevin.
not when I need to be. So I don't know how you do things here, but I'm not in the mind of killing anyone tonight.
No need for killing. In fact, I'd prefer that you didn't, if you can help it. You talked about cliches earlier. Just go up to Andrew there and do what comes unnaturally.
Oh, that's good. I want to kind
Did
of...
you say that?
No.
Oh, that's good.
I
Hey.
do want to kind of just like...
Do you want to put a bit of a oomph behind it, Phil?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah.
I believe it is something intimidation.
It should be probably presence.
I've got it
intimidation,
corner folded.
manipulation, leadership. What's your willpower?
My willpower?
Yeah, the beat.
5.
That's the number to beat.
So it should be hopefully easy.
2 successes.
Do I
Two
have to roll anything or
No.
against it? Nope. Cool.
Nope. He takes control of your mind. You
Yep.
don't. You have no idea. How do you want to phrase it?
I look into your eyes as I say, in fact, I prefer you wouldn't kill him. If you just go up to Andrew here and feed, pause around feed. There's the command word. And if you can help it, don't kill him.
Are you using command or using memorizer?
Command.
Oh, okay. Pardon. It was a different dice roll.
What was the dice roll for?
No, I thought you were using mesmerize.
Isn't that a 3?
That's 2. You have 2, don't you?
Oh, yeah, mesmerize is to...
Mesmerize is
more
sentences.
complicants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, in that case, I'd like you to go up to my friend Andrew here and feed and stop short of killing him.
Beautiful. That's a simple command. Mesmerism.
And
Uh,
it sounds
glad.
it sounds no less logical than his commanding officer to tell him to go to this location and check out these people.
It makes
It's-
complete sense to do.
It just makes complete sense.
Yep.
So, this is just a thing to do.
You are convinced of his argument.
Yeah, he steps
It's how
up.
you rationalize it. Yep.
He steps up. He walks over to this
Andrew. Yep. This young man.
This Andrew.
And you feed.
It's just mechanical. He feeds.
Mouth opens. Fangs eject from their little places. They descend. And you bite. Where would you like to bite him?
Just on the shoulder blade on the left
on
hand
the
side.
dick.
Yeah,
Nice, Ellen.
sorry.
Dick comes later.
You bite him on the neck.
Yeah.
On the shoulder blade.
Yes.
The vacant, glassy-eyed boy who was looking at you, Isabelle, suddenly becomes a glassy-eyed boy whose eyes sort of roll back into his head.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he's having some sort of delicious experience right now. How much blood would you like to drink? How hungry are you?
Well, I have no blood pool left. I have 0 left, and I have
Humans have, what, like 10 in them?
Give me a self-control.
Okay. 'Cause I have a max of 10.
I told him!
You did tell him. Let's see if the beast frenzies
Yeah, I
and
know.
kicks off that thing. And it was only 2 successes. Difficulty 6.
I got 1-9, and that's it.
You don't frenzy.
Okay.
Thank God.
you
I would be
take-
very upset.
2 points of blood.
Oh, that's it.
That is as much blood humans have to
Oh,
give.
that it?
Any more,
Oh, and they...
And they'll
and you
pass
start killing.
Because you can give... Well, it depends on you.
The average human
Your
being
weight and
has, I
height.
think, 7 points of blood in them, and taking more than 2 is fucking. You're like
Super dangerous.
You've drunk half of a human's blood.
It's
Yeah.
blood loss.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's severe.
I'm fairly sure when I give blood, it's like 200 milliliters.
Yeah,
Or something. It's something really pissy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's tiny.
The young man collapses lightly to the floor after you've drank your fill of this delicious boy's blood. It fills you. It's like hot rage kind of filling your body. It energizes you. It's like a big sugar rush, but less frenetic, more focused. The boy kind of passes out in a sort of faint,
Yeah.
with a flourish of his hand.
He seems the sort of weedy type.
Yeah.
So this amount of blood loss is kind of like just, and the emotional kind of upheaval of seeing such a glamorous, beautiful, dark, seductive woman and being in the presence of his professor has kind of overwhelmed him a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's dropped.
Right.
He won't remember any of this.
No.
Kevin will look down at him and just say, "Is all that normal?"
Perfectly.
I don't have any comfy places to put him. It's like she's got almost no furnishings apart from like a few kind of ottomans.
Do you have a blanket or something you put over him?
Why?
I don't
Vampires
care.
don't
I
get
don't
cold.
care. But
I
she's
do-
a caregiver. That's
I
what
do
she
have-
does. That's who she
I do
is.
have like some kind of like crushed velvet like
Ellen,
tablecloths.
Can
Yeah.
you roll a conscience for me? Difficulty 6. What's your conscience? Wow. Holy shit. 3 successes.
Is that a 3 or an 8?
Let's have a look.
That's an 8.
That's an 8, probably.
4 successes.
To know if it's a 3 or an 8, just as a thing, odds are on one side of the dice, evens are on the other.
Except for one of the dice that I have. Some of yours,
Yeah, that,
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
the
10.
skull dice are fucked. You feel as though you must care for this young boy.
Of course.
How would you like to?
I would have like some sort of tablecloth for like a kind of like raw iron little stand so that I can put candles and try and make my peace with no god. So I would kind of like take that off and kind of almost swaddle him. Actually, no, I'd probably put it under his head. That's more important. Just make sure his head has something nice and soft to rest on and just kind of like arrange his limbs so he's not in a really awkward position. Like basically put him on his side.
In their kind of recovery position.
Yeah.
You're not giving up any like luxuries or anything like that other than you're not going into your wardrobe and picking out furs for him to lie on?
I don't think she has fur.
Or-
like she
or
has
clothes?
nice clothes.
You're not going to use any of those? He is in desperate need.
That's true. Poor baby.
So while she's doing that,
Yeah.
I'll get a coat.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
just to kind
That's
of-
what I thought you might.
I'm going to kind of go into teacher mode. And I'm basically, there's only like a couple hours left till dawn.
You have about half an hour to an hour.
I was going to say, it'd be 5 o'clock in the morning
4:30
right now. 'cause
4:30
it was-
now.
It was 4 when I got in.
Yeah, it's about
So-
4:30.
This is the crash course. First time you arrive in the lecture hall, 101.
How to be a
Being
vampire.
a kindred.
Yeah,
Being a
Big
kindred
101.
101. Here's the basic stuff you're going to need to get through tomorrow. Here's the things you need to avoid doing to keep yourself on this side of the final death.
I'm really excited to see what you prioritize. What are you going to say?
I'm going to talk about what undeath is. We need to feed. That's true. You have a beast inside of you. Here's a video
Okay.
of you
Oh.
going
your
beast.
Yep.
This is you. This is you.
You
This is-
identify as you. Yes.
This is inside of you, and if you want to keep in control of yourself, you will listen and you will learn. I basically lay out the basic dichotomy and struggle of being kindred.
Could you sum that up?
Your humanity,
Tell it to Sean. Tell
Sean.
Tell it to me.
Hello.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a few things, and I want you to pay attention. Questions can come later. Yes, you are a vampire. No, we don't use that word. Kindred is what we use. At the base of being kindred is this, and I show you the video of your total rage out, being picked up bodily and dumped in a car.
That was just before?
That was just before.
All right.
Between the beast and the man you were is blood and your humanity. Those are the things you need. Everything else can come later. And yes, you can die. The final death. That's my summary. Have I missed anything?
Great. No,
Yep,
that
Key.
sounds pretty good. The Masquerade.
Oh,
So you are a Tremere.
yes. Okay.
It's only because I was like, wait, what clan? Tremere. Yeah,
Yeah.
Masquerade.
And
Even
I'll-
to lay out the 6 traditions if you want.
Yeah. I don't remember them very well.
That's okay. I can pull them up.
And like the world you were in before, we have rules. There are 6.
What are they now?
Do, 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 do,
Don't
do,
kill
do, do, do.
other vampires.
Where is it?
Isn't it,
It would
really
be-
early?
It would be like
Here it is.
it would be like very potent of Isabelle to kind of run through the 10 commandments that like relate to vampirism.
Do not steal?
You shall not kill your
There it
kindred.
is. So there are a set of rules. One of the reasons we don't go around using the word vampire, we don't want everyone to know what we are, especially those mortals, normal people,
Kind.
kind. We'll get to vocabulary later. Second, everybody has territory. Respect it. Make sense?
I'm with you so far.
Okay. Third, don't make other kindred without permission?
He'll just give a sardonic smile to himself.
4th, if you make children, they're your responsibility. 5, don't mess with the order of things. If you're in someone else's turf, you're under someone else's rules, okay?
Kevin's not responding, but you can tell he's taking it in. It's very much in that mode of he's just taking and processing information.
And the last one, and possibly the most important, you cannot kill other vampires. You cannot kill other kindred.
On that last one, he just slow nod and just says, right.
Do you want me to make...
Nope, no, that's fine.
Easy, done.
Yeah.
All done. Put all my points in expression for nothing.
I mean, you can roll to see how
it's
elegantly
fine.
you'd like to make it.
He got it.
Yeah. You're not well fed, but you're fed well enough. Your car is wrecked. You have a duffel bag. You are in the hospitality of 2 kindred who have seemingly just become your parents.
I
Mum,
love how you
Dad,
did like the sitcom. Nod at
and
me.
you two have just got your own, after just being released. Looks like you're the proud parents of a new one.
Great.
Aren't you
I have
lucky?
study to do.
Aren't you lucky? It's a Bridger. It's a baby Bridger.
I mean, Isabelle will do what Isabelle is wont to and take care of people. But
Yeah, I mean, that's what she... But I
take care of Kindred.
This is a distraction.
Of course it is.
I have stuff to do. I have studies to pursue.
we all
things
have
to
things to do.
I have magic to pursue. This is bullshit.
you've got magic to do.
So the
for
night
you.
is ending. Is there anything as the dawn is about to begin to break? Is there anything you'd like to do in the last, say, half hours of night?
I'd like to see what book she has.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yep.
Ellen, is there anything Isabelle would like to do?
Yeah, she kind of goes... Well, she just kind of like sits kneeling in front of a little table. She like lights a few candles and just kind of like bows her head in contemplation. You can kind of hear her just mumbling a few things.
Give me a self-control roll.
Not praying, are you? Ugh.
Roll for prey.
We need to beat a 7.
I haven't beaten a 7. I've got
0
the same
successes.
You got a 7?
Oh, you're 1 7.
Yeah, 1 success.
Yeah.
one. Okay, 1 success.
It is hard to light the candles. The flame is scary.
Right.
Fire is always scary to you.
Yes.
You know this. It is the sun.
Yep.
It hurts. And tonight, with strangers and the night that has been, it is particularly hard to manage to do it, but you do manage to do it.
Like, does the flame almost get too close to her?
You light the match, but away from you.
Yeah.
Looking away and angling your body away from it. But you do manage to get it up and quickly lighting the candles and getting it off your fingers.
Yeah. This makes, like...
What, vampires don't like candles?
It's fire.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know,
fire.
It's weird,
Yeah.
but candles are very goth.
Well...
Yeah, I guess.
But
you got to
but
make sacrifices.
It makes sense for Isabelle as
Sure,
well.
yeah.
But in that, she deserves to be in a little bit of pain. That have the
Vampires-
pain.
She's a martyr. Yeah.
Vampires are cool with
Catholic.
vampires are cool with electricity and like neon and that sort of stuff, but they're not very keen. It's gothic punk.
Yeah.
So like candles and candle wax and that sort of stuff, not so much.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I want to send the video to my sire.
Cool.
Be like, here's my new ward.
You're
Did
an
I-
annoying dad on Facebook.
Did I fuck up?
It's not a comment. It's not meant to imply sarcasm. It's like, this video is indicative of the situation I'm in. This guy, out of control, brand new. You can I'm guessing she can tell that from what's the fact that he just loses it, doesn't really know what's happening, and from the situation that I've been given.
Cool.
I just assume that she knows more than me.
Yeah.
And this video is like a report of like, well, but the rest of the message will ensure that the situation has been taken
Dealt with.
care of.
Yep.
And the masquerade was in no danger of being broken.
Great. Beautiful. I'm glad that you added that part at the end. You peruse the books. It's a lot of French texts, classics, as well as books on theology.
Can I say that I can read French?
No, you cannot.
I'm a lit professor.
Yeah, I know. You could have a go at understanding most of it, but
Okay.
like you can't read it.
Okay.
There are some like older texts.
I'm sure
like
there's some
older,
English stuff,
like-
and you would
And
recognize
there's some
the
old
books.
French that I would have no clue about.
yeah, but
yeah.
also some German, some
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
quietly impressed.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
It's,
yeah. It's
it's
quite
great.
nice.
Like, you cultured. I thought
Well,
that maybe she was quite vapid.
It's
and-
about religion, so it's not really culture.
Yeah, but I specialize in Milton.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and religion is a model by which we understand the world and its moralities. Like, They're fairy tales.
Sure.
But
sure.
they're written that way for a reason.
You get a response as you're perusing the library, or the bookcase rather, the small library. You get a text back saying, "The Masquerade is protected?" ? Why did you video this?
For...
Good thing this is a text and not a call.
You instantly know that your first night out has disappointed your sire. Would you like to commune with her? In the last half hour that you have?
Sure.
Do you have a side room?
No, it's all kind of like one room. This
Might
is like
not
a
be
little
wise.
apartment. There's like a balcony.
You don't want to
No.
get caught out communing
No.
and the sunlight strike up.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea. I don't want to be outside at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Might be unwise. You are just going to have to lick it and leave it.
Yeah, I can't say like it's for your benefit. For your information.
I mean, you could do that.
do
you want to roll etiquette?
Nah, she's not going to like that. She's not going to like that.
No, she won't.
I'm going to say I've deleted it.
Okay.
But I'm not going
to. Is that your response? It has been deleted.
Yes, it has been deleted.
And you're not going to. It's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to, but what I plan to do is put it somewhere else that's not on my phone.
Sure.
On the cloud.
More like on an SD that I can then remove from the phone.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Good to know. Already lying to our sires. I'm joking.
What do you
I'm joking.
expect?
I'm joking.
I was like, he is he's praising me as a player.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's fantastic.
yeah.
This is excellent. So we have our religious toreador
Yes.
sitting quietly, praying. Our technologically skilled, abusing Lich Professor Tremere being reprimanded by the Tremere and lying to them already.
Yeah.
And then we have our Bruja quietly in the corner with a pen and paper, and a journal rather, and a paper. And,
So
he's writing.
obviously, Isabelle, showed him where he can stay for the day, and he kind of sets up and he grabs his duffel bag to the corner, puts it down, opens up the duffel bag, and has a quick peek inside and a rummage to make sure that everything is there, that he remembers being there, and he kind of mentally checks off everything that's in, zips it back up and pulls the notepad out and kind of flops it on his knee, quickly shuffles over to the last page they can see, which is just for himself almost like stream of conscious, just words across a page, not really having a complete narrative, but just kind of little hints of things to remind him. He grabs out a pen and he just writes in Jack Bannon.
Very interesting.
And then shuts the notepad.
The mountain.
As
Cersei Lannister.
as you all
The Hound.
begin to sleep, I'm assuming you're all spending the night here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not going home.
No. You begin to close your eyes and begin to put yourselves into torpor. You're sitting down. You can cover your arms over your body, or you can nap like you're actually resting. You can put yourself into a kneeling position. And as the kine begin to slowly arise from their night, the kindred begin to sleep through the day.
What happens to Andrew? Does he just like wake up halfway through the day?
Just leave?
No, he won't wake up before you guys do.
Right, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
He's out.
He's
This
fucked.
has been a
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
night
yeah,
for
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So 3 kindred together for the first time, havening together.
A professor.
Sort of.
An investigator
One's
and a
really
nun.
messy. One's really...
Adelaide by Night is a Baby Beard Media production. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And all our podcasts are available on Spreaker, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. Portions of the materials are the copyrights and trademarks of White Wolf Entertainment AB and are used with permission. All rights reserved. For more information, please visit white-wolf.com. This season of Roll to Cast is made by fans, for fans, and is not officially licensed material of White Wolf Entertainment.